Yesterday, we sent to the new Speaker of the House, Mike Johnson, a demand that he commission the Capitol Police to go to the White House immediately and arrest Joe Biden and incarcerate him. Joe Biden has been convicted for bribery from Communist China, Ukraine, and Russia. Now we know it's Romania. It's most likely Iran as well. Or perhaps Iran just has a dossier on him and his family, and they're using it to blackmail him. It's time that during war, and we are at war right now, make no mistake about it, it's going to widen. It's going to go beyond the Middle East. It'll go into Asia. It can go into other places as well. This man needs to be removed from office immediately. And so too does the idiot Kamala Harris, who's doing a conference today on artificial intelligence. What does she know about any intelligence? She's one of the dumbest people ever to occupy any office in this United States. A disgrace that she's vice president. All she can do is cackle like a crazy witch. It is frightening for the American people. And we can see what's happening. It's not just the threat in terms of war, in terms of terrorism coming across our border. Already it's known that there are ISIS and Hamas terrorists in our midst, thanks to an open border allowed by Joe Biden, which is treason. But it's frightening the culture that has been germinating in this country, pushed by the left. And we see the effect at Ivy League universities. Nearly everyone in the Biden administration comes from either Yale or Harvard or Cornell or University of Pennsylvania, or you name it. This is a threat to the United States. These universities are more than a threat at this point. And I urge everyone not to send your kid to these universities. You'll shut them down. And I'm not just talking about Jewish kids whose lives are at risk. I'm talking about anybody. Why would you want your kid to be in that environment, to be indoctrinated with ultra-leftist, communist, atheist hate? And this is what's been going on for a number of years. So let's shut these universities down. I've also offered to represent any student who feels threatened or has been threatened. They're put in a position of reckless endangerment by these schools. The Ivy League should be shut down and closed, and that's it. And the best way to do it, apart from lawsuits, is just don't send your kids there and rob them of funds. Let them use their reserves, because right now they've become simply a front for terrorist groups like Hamas and anti-Semite haters, and frankly, anti-Christian and anti-any religion, because most of the people up there don't believe in God at all. They believe in their own sick leftist ideology, which spans a number of different topics that I don't need to get into here. As far as what's going on in Congress with the so-called squad, the so-called progressive left, I hate that term progressive. Progressive has a positive sense. These people are degenerates. These people are traitors to the United States. If Congress does not throw them out and get them out of there right now, you can basically write this country off as well. Biden is going to bend over to these people. He will. He needs their support. He thinks he's going to be reelected president. He's got another thing coming. First of all, he won't even be the nominee because he'll probably die of natural causes, or they'll give him something and he doesn't wake up, the Democrats. It'll be either Newsom or it'll be somebody else. But right now, this is the Democrat Party. The Democrat Party is a party of anti-Semites. It's a party that has equivocated on Israel, particularly Biden, doing relative comparisons to civilians that were killed in Gaza, to what happened to the Israelis. It's a very subtle form of ethnic racism that is occurring within the ranks of the Democratic Party. Biden is no friend of Israel. To the extent he is, it's because he wants contributions from Jewish donors. But the fact is that this guy's playing both sides of the street, and you can see it. He's not playing it. The clowns around him are playing it, many of which are members of the Jewish left, like the idiot Anthony Blinken, also Yale-educated, our so-called Secretary of State, who's afraid of his own shadow. So that's my message for today. Big news. Let's see if the Republicans, the new speaker, will put their money where their mouth is. They now have a conviction of Biden for bribery and negligent homicide in Afghanistan. Mike Johnson has the ability to call the Capitol Police out under the laws of District of Columbia and to go beyond what is even a citizen's arrest, and to throw this despicable, this completely incompetent, this criminal alleged president in prison now. That's where he needs to be. We need a clean house and get new leadership in this country because this nation is on the verge, frankly, of a nuclear holocaust. God bless you. God bless your family. Stay safe. Try to stay safe. Don't go to places that could be of risk. Right now, in congregations and public places, I wouldn't do it. Right now, just try to do your own thing and take a firm position and have principles. Turn off Sean Hannity. Get to work. Join Freedom Watch at freedomwatchusa.org. Contribute to our cause with tax-deductible contributions. We need more lawyers. We need more paralegals. We need more office space. And pray, because this country is on the verge of annihilation, if not distinction, given what's going on, extinction, given what's going on in the world today. And with a president like this, if you want to call him that, I don't call him that. I don't think he's legitimate at all. Don't think he was elected legally. He was elected through fraud. We are at great risk. He needs to be removed now, peacefully and legally. Mike Johnson, do your job. Send the Capitol Police and arrest this despicable, criminal, brain-dead moron today. God bless you. God bless your family. And stay safe. Remember, the Father and Son will only help us if we help ourselves. And see the letter we wrote to Mike Johnson, the petition, the demand to arrest Biden. It'll be attached to this podcast. Be back tomorrow with another special podcast. And remember, the Father and Son will only help us if we help ourselves. Thank you for listening to me.